Let me start off by saying something obvious. No means no. Even small children realize this. Just to clarify, changing the sex ed curriculum is not a left or right issue. The media has told us that 90% of the parents told you in your survey, no. There's that word again, no. While only 10% said yes, they wanted your new sex ed. So let's play pretend, shall we? Let's pretend you go ahead and vote this in when you decide to vote, even though the parents told you clearly no. If the 90% refuse to allow their children into your new sex ed class and only 10% allow their kids to go, how will you pay for the teachers for this new sex ed class? How will that look to the state superintendent, Mr. Woods, especially since he sent you 2 letters telling you to cease and desist in a Southern nice kind of way? Because this new sex ed does not follow state guidelines. Even he reminded you that 90% of your stakeholders do not want this. Now, I realize a few of you have in the past asked, how do we get around that? The answer is the same with this issue. You can't. That's why we have state-approved curriculum and standards. You have 3 choices that were given to you today. The person presenting those choices told you that other items, not the sex ed related, need to be changed as well. Might I suggest taking sex ed out of the equation until you find materials that 90% will agree with? This is not a this or that. You do not have to vote it all in to get new materials, just like you don't have to vote into laws to find out what are in the laws. On a more personal note, you had a parent stand here at a meeting and say we needed you to teach our kids sex ed. Well, that might be true for some parents, but it is not something all parents are included in. Having 4 kids and 2 who are technically now adults and no grandchildren, I can honestly say I only need you to teach my children language arts, math, science, and history, the basics. Even then, y'all fail at history and I have to teach better at home. Let's make this clear like crystal. It doesn't matter which side you stand on. It doesn't matter which side I stand on. When you ask the people if they want this or not, and you give us a survey and the people say no, then you have to make sure you do your job and go by what the people have told you. Even the media got it. That's how simple it was. The media understood your survey that you conducted. I gave you a graph. I gave the media the same graph. They completely got it. And since I still have 18 minutes, I want to ask a question. I have been asking since our chairperson asked in November for her to get the data on the disciplinary codes 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 that she was told she could have by email. She has yet to receive it, and it's almost May. So much for tranquility.